you. Start with a prayer. Om Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanora Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Tvameva Mata Cha Pitattvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakhattvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Namadeva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. Hari Om. We're doing the question and answer sessions on Vedanta. And one of the questions that was posed is meditation essential for self-realization? Because a lot of people say this lot of discussions on Advaita Vedanta is mostly intellectual type, and what we need to do is this enough of intellectual jugglery, and what we need to do is sit down and meditate. Meditate on what? Meditate on the truth. So the question is always, unless I meditate, I cannot realize. So is meditation really essential? According to some, it is essential. And let's look at that problem clearly first. What is the fundamental problem? Fundamental problem means I don't know myself. That is we call it a Mula Vidya, the fundamental ignorance. Without knowing myself, I'm trying to know everything else. So they fundamentally know, because how do you know that I don't know myself? Everybody says they know themselves. There are no courses offering how to know yourself. So why do you say I don't know myself? Because you are making a mistake that I am this. So if you ask who are you, you give whole biodata which is not really you, because any this is an object and I am is a subject. Subject cannot be an object, and subject cannot be objectified. And how do I know myself? Then because I don't know myself, I am taking myself as I am this. I can take myself I am this, knowing very well I am not this. That becomes a drama, like an actor playing in the scene that he is not a king, but he is playing the role of a king. And if you ask on the stage, who are you? He says, I am a king. But actually you are not a king. He is taking a role in order to transact, and that's for fun. That's called the play of life. So I can take a particular role for the drama to continue, but no, I had to go once in a way to green room to find out who I am without getting confusion. So the actor should not confuse himself that I am really a king even outside the stage. So he is only actor playing the role of a king. So I am playing the role of a father, as a mother, as a student, as a teacher, as a son, as a all citizen, all role playing. There is no problem in the role playing. But if I take those role playing as a real, then I have a real problem. So what is the problem? Because I do not know myself, therefore I am taking the roles as a real. So how to know myself? Sorry, because of the ignorance of my own self, I am taking the role. So how do you remove the ignorance? So self-realization involves clearly removing that ignorance, discovering your own self. And how do you remove any ignorance? Any ignorance can be removed the appropriate or opposite knowledge. If I don't know chemistry, I have a chemistry ignorance, and it can only be removed by knowledge of the chemistry, knowledge of not the philosophy or biology. I need to know only chemistry, and I have to approach an appropriate teacher, a chemistry teacher, for me to learn chemistry. Same way, self-realization is also due to ignorance of self-ignorance, not knowing myself. And I know I am conscious entity and I am existing entity, but I do not know that I am Ananda also. Satchit Ananda or Satchit, the Satyam Jnanam Anantam, that is my true nature, I do not know. I am going in search of happiness. Everyone is searching for happiness. So what is the problem? Ignorance is the problem. How to remove it? By knowledge. Now, can meditation be essential for that? Meditation is not a means of knowledge. It's not called a pramana. Your only pramana is essentially Pratyaksha, Anumana, Shabda, and so on. Basically, there are 6 according to Advaita Vedanta Pramanas, and there is no meditation there. So meditation is not a means of knowledge. So meditation is not essential for self-realization. Meditation can help one to become quiet, and so that mind can inquire. That is a means for quietening the mind, but not for self-realization. So the meditation is needed only for preparing the mind, but not for self-realization. But scripture also tells that Srotavyaha, Mantavyaha, Nidhyasitavya. First you go and learn Srotavyaha for a prolonged length of time under a competent teacher until understanding is crystal clear. Then contemplate or mananam, reflect on the teaching so that there are no more doubts anymore, and any question, even Dvaitin will confront you, you are able to answer clearly. That is called mananam. Then comes, even if you do not realize by that time, because it's an understanding only. So by that the Vedanta has done its work. So the realization should happen, because if I understood that I am that, then you understood. But still the mind is not ready settled down, that are called abiding knowledge. I say yes, intellectually understood, but factually I am not. Therefore there is a gap between realization and also knowledge wise. That's knowledge that I know by studying and all that is called Paroksha Jnanam. It has to become Aparoksha Jnanam, and that depends upon the purity of the mind. So there are qualifications for a Vedantic student that Shankaracharya talks about, that is essentially the Viveka Vairagya, Samadhi Shatka Sampatti and Mumukshutvam. The 4-fold qualifications are required, and if I study Vedanta without those 4-fold qualifications completely, I may attend a Vedanta, I understand it, but it doesn't become my abiding knowledge. If you are purified mind with all the qualifications, then Shravanam is in itself is sufficient, as in Nachiketas in the Kathopanishad student, he is prepared a mind and he is ready to absorb. Whereas what is the name? Chandogya Upanishad, Uddalaka Svetaketu, there are a lot of discussions after saying first time Tattvamasi. 9 times the teacher has to repeat, because every question is answered in order to make sure that the student abides in that knowledge. And for many, it takes the whole lifetime itself in order to firmly abide in that knowledge, becomes Aparoksha Jnanam. For that, scripture says you need to meditate on what? Meditate on the teaching that you have already received. And when you say you are infinite, so how can I be infinite? So experientially you don't feel it, but scripture says you are infinite. So there is nothing other than yourself. In order to make that as a part, you need to meditate. So meditation comes after learning Vedanta, to purify the mind, to abide in the knowledge. That's what essentially is meditation is all about. We stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Sishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo